If you currently feel restless, stuck, stifled, or just kind of purposeless, it might be because the feminine archetype that you are being forced into by the society that you live in or the role that you are forced to play doesn't match up with your natural feminine archetype. You will become the most powerful, magnetic, and authentic version of yourself when you figure out what your primary feminine archetype is and then you actively choose to embody it. And one of my favorite examples of this in a movie is with Elizabeth Swann from the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So let's talk about it. When we first meet Elizabeth, she is forced into the maiden archetype role because of her place in society. Maiden archetype women are sweet, they are docile, they are people pleasers, they are more traditionally feminine, they're a bit naive, they're innocent, and they tend to be damsels in distress. We can tell that Elizabeth is restless in this role and she doesn't quite feel right because her father is always scolding her for lacking propriety and not acting a particular demure, polished way. Because the maiden feminine archetype is not who Elizabeth is at her core, she's able to attract men, and that's pretty much it. And the men that she attracts are only attracted to the role that she is portraying, not who she is at her core. She's not living up to her full potential, and she's more of an object than a person. Now, as the movies progress, we watch as Elizabeth steps into her natural feminine archetype or her dominant feminine archetype, which is without a doubt the huntress feminine archetype. The primary goal of a huntress archetype woman is freedom, and that is definitely something that Elizabeth craves. Huntress archetype women are rebellious, they are adventurous, they are brave, and they are fearless. And as the trilogy progresses, Elizabeth takes more and more steps to move from being someone who is helpless and has other people taking care of her and protecting her to someone who takes control of her own destiny. Huntress archetype women are visionaries, they are brave, they are bold, they are ambitious, and they make natural leaders that people want to follow. By the end of the movie, Elizabeth is fully in her huntress feminine archetype energy. She also has the lover sprinkled in there, but that's more relevant to her relationship with Will and less relevant to what she's able to personally achieve. She has attracted a literal pirate army and become the literal pirate king. We love a girl boss. Because Elizabeth is now being the most authentic version of herself as a huntress, she is able to attract a following. She is able to command respect. She is able to pursue her dreams of adventure and freedom. She's able to gain status and power. She becomes a wonderful match for the love of her life, Will Turner. If you want to become the most powerful, authentic, magnetic version of yourself, this is your sign to learn about these 7 feminine archetypes to figure out which archetypes you embody the most naturally and then use their positive qualities to your advantage. My Feminine Archetypes Masterclass course is launching this week. If you want more information about the archetypes, you can find it on my website, thedreamgirlacademy.com, or at the links in my bio. I cannot wait to help you become the best version of yourself.